Hey, what's up, friends? It's me, Sean, Sean'sThoughts.com, Inspiration with Sean, the creator of LETME, Live Every Tiny Moment Exceptionally with my good friend April and business partner April. Um, I decided to do this video. Today has been crazy because today, we lost a global icon, a man who polarized the sports world and was doing the same globally in Kobe Bryant, number 24 Lakers. And right now we have the normal outpouring that we get when we have a celebrity or somebody who has impacted the world, whether positively or negatively, going on right now. Everybody who loves him, who love that person, is really sharing the love. I mean, Staples Center was covered, and the Grammys were going on, and people didn't want that to happen. Basketball was going on, people didn't want that to happen. Um, and then as that first wave comes through, then you get the wave of people who didn't like the person, and you start hearing all the negative stuff because people think that they have to share that, So before this tragedy happens, here's the thing. Today we heard about initially Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant died, and he's 41 years old. I'm 45. I'm 4 years older than Kobe Bryant, right? So it's really hit me. He's younger than I am, and he's a lot more than I have as far as his global reach. But then we heard that his daughter also passed. And then we heard that one of her teammates passed and her mom passed. And we heard one of the coaches, a coach, I don't know what city the coach from, but his family was also on the plane. He may have been the father of the little girl, but I'm not sure. But all in all, 9 people passed today in this thing. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what you feel about Kobe Bryant. It doesn't matter what you feel about or what we feel about celebrities and celebrities getting this push. Right now, very soon, if we haven't already seen it yet, we're going to see the meme going around saying about the 30 Marines that died in a helicopter crash, and why we celebrating real heroes. First of all, that happened years ago, and it always happens. We always get shared. And so I'm sitting here just thinking about it. I'm like, here we go. We'll go through the same cycle. We go through the same cycle every time somebody passes, and we tell people to hug your family, and we tell people to love your family. We tell people, oh, look how life is precious. Then we use our religion and we say, you know what, they're up in heaven, and that makes us feel better because that helps us put a bow, and saying that helps us close the book and we put a bow around it and we go, yeah, this makes you feel good, right? And I don't know if any of that's real. I don't know if any of that's true. Here's what I know: our lives are short, and everything we do is about how we are leaving a footprint on this planet, right? We're in a time of so much hurt and so much pain, and people are reacting, and they're pushing it out, and they're just pulling out their claws. I got a new cat, so make a thing. Pulling out their claws, and we're just clawing at each other, right? And I sat here today, and for the first time in a long time, a celebrity's death in some way really affected me. And it didn't affect me in the sense that, I'm not crying over Kobe Bryant. First of all, Kobe Bryant lived his life. He maximized everything that he could. I mean, a man's work ethic was legendary. He gave the LA Lakers and Laker fans 100% of his energy every day. I mean, the man tore his Achilles tendon, walked back on the court, took 2 shots to send us to the playoffs. I mean, I stubbed my toe, I can't get up. I mean, the man was legendary. He left it all out, and he taught people. He shared his message, and he shared his ethic with anybody who wanted to talk. Anybody, man. You hear the stories. Now, yes, he had his own demons and he had his own problem, but I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it, and so I'm watching on one of my Laker boards. I'm looking at, and we're sharing the tweets of all the people that just responding, and that's what got me. all the people who share stories, and they're not just sharing your cliche stories. They're sharing stories of somebody who impacted them. Children who say, "Man, I like basketball players who say, I got in this game because this person. I changed my life and went this way because this person." And it doesn't matter if it's Kobe or it's anybody else. It's about impact. And so, as I'm sitting here doing what I do, which is speaking, and this right here, that's what I do. Um, I think about the people that are impacted by our lives, and I'm talking about the people who are we're related to. I'm talking about the people who we don't even know, the people who see us day to day, and they go, "Man," or something that we've done, and that trickle down, or that hockey assist where I pass, you pass, and they score. That trickle down assistance, and watching people in the NBA and in the stands break down and cry because this man impacted their lives. See, I'm not sad for Kobe Bryant. I'm sad for his wife, who all of a sudden lost a husband. I'm sad for his wife, who all of a sudden lost a daughter. Right? I can't imagine my sons. Right? My son. If somebody just told me my sons were dead, you know, I, that would rock me. Right? I can't imagine, and she doesn't get to do it in private. Her whole world gets to be done out in public, and she has to be at the celebrations that the Lakers are probably going to have, the city of Los Angeles is going to have. They're going to have it. She got to be there. So she can't hide away. But I think about this. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about how can Sean, as a human, what can I do about that, and how can I help others learn, and others and myself be better. And this is what came to mind. I wanted to figure out to take what I would take from Kobe, because yeah, I have 4 Kobe Bryant jerseys. Right? I mean, all the Lakers jerseys. I mean, I also have a Magic, I have a Shaquille O'Neal, but I have 4 Kobe Bryant jerseys. I'm a fan, and when I was down, when I felt bad, when I didn't do anything, I can watch my sport, I can watch my team play. And people say, well, celebrities don't do anything. They do. Because they make you forget for a moment what you're going through. They make you forget for a moment the struggle and the pain. Maybe you're sad, and the elation of watching your team win a big game. I tell you, I don't care how the Lakers season is going. If they beat the Celtics, I am happy as hell because I hate the Celtics. But today I don't. Right now I don't. Well, I still do. But they make you do things, and they make you remember. They make you remember that life is not that serious. It's fun. It's amazing. And what we put out to the world matters. Our impact matters. People don't realize this. I often think of this to myself personally. I say, I always wonder, if I had died yesterday, what would my impact be? Who would care? And I think about that. I think about things like that because I want people to remember me for something that I've given them. Whether it's a thought, whether it's inspiration, whether I help change their life in some little way. Not the money I gave, not how much I've had, not what I've succeeded, I got or I gained, but if I help them. And so, as the world reels in the tragic death of not only this man but his child and all these other 7 people on this helicopter, I want to ask, what is your reaction after the reaction? What's that gonna be? How are you going to do better tomorrow and the day after tomorrow when the dust settles from this man's legacy, when all the praises and go, we're going to see a whole NBA season is going to have this. The All-Star game is going to have a Kobe tribute. He's going to get in the Hall of Fame this year. But what is your trip? What are you going to do after? And this is what I want everybody to think about. What are you going to do when the dust settles? Are you going to still be holding your kids tight? Are you going to make more time for them for real? Not just because the aftermath is there. Not just because you're feeling it right now. Because feeling it right now is not paying homage to anybody. I want to feel it later. I want to keep feeling it. I want to keep doing it. And so, as I sit here in this 10 minutes of talking and you've listened to me ramble on a little bit, I ask you, what do you take and what do you give? What are you giving to the world? Because, man, life is short and tomorrow is not promised. This man could afford a helicopter ride. He caught a helicopter to Staples Center since, when Shaq was here, right? I mean, forever ago, right? So these thousands and thousands of helicopter rides. His time was up today. Our time is always up. It's ticking down. We all gonna go. So how are you gonna make this world a better place? And how are you gonna show that what we see today and that outpouring of love and that outpouring of understanding and tears and those things and that brotherhood that you see across the globe right now because of one man? How do you reinvent that? How do you make that happen? How do you make that keep going? Right? I know that I'm gonna keep loving people and believing in people and smiling with people and sharing joy with people and sharing opinions that are made to make people think and be better. Because life is more than a game, right? And one day we all go. And whether you believe in heaven or not, doesn't matter. I got what we have here. So how are you going to make this place better? As a Laker fan, it's huge. Huge loss to an icon for us. As a Los Angeles boy, LA native, it's a huge loss. I mean, this guy was LA. We have icons all through Lakers and the Dodgers and the Raiders, Las Vegas now. Icons, Kings, icons. And he was at the top of Mount Rushmore with the LA icons. We all have something. We all can do something. We all can be something better than we were. And if you have anything that you are feeling right now and you're compelled to be better, you're compelled to reach out and all of those things, ask yourself, why did it take a death to make you do it today? And if it did take this death for you to do it, then take this death, put it in the back of your head, and remember it every day, right? Because we can be better people every day. Kobe Bryant had an impact on my life, my world, how I see people. I use his work ethic in conversations and training, teachings that I do on a regular basis, and that's real. I mean, I use him as an example all the time. Whether you weren't inspired by him or not, it doesn't matter. I was, and I've changed people's lives because of that. So a man I never met has changed me to help other people. That's impact. So if you listen to this, I appreciate it. If I'm grateful for the quote-unquote Mamba mentality. I'm grateful for the drive of a man who put it all on the floor for a game. It was just a game. And I'm grateful for all the people who responded and who were tweeted and shared their messages and everything and shared their love, because it shows impact. And man, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to impact one person that way. One, right? Let alone millions. So from me to you, and thank you. Yes, hug your family. Tell them you love them. What are your friends? Whoever's close to you, right? That you feel. And be better. Be better. Be better today than you are yesterday, because tomorrow's not promised for none of us, right? So today, LA's got a cloud over it, but we're gonna stand up. We're gonna rise up, and the sun's gonna shine. The sun's gonna shine for all of us, right? And it starts how we push it out to everyone, right? So, thanks for listening, man. Again, this is Sean. Sean's thoughts. Live every tiny moment exceptionally. Let me. Tomorrow's not promised. Peace, guys.